I know what you're all going to comment, something like, Vince likes big sweaty men. Well, if that is the case, then this video is dedicated to you, Mr. McMahon.
Thank you!
But before we get into this list, we would just like to give our honourable mentions to Finn Balor, Jinder Mahal, and his many veins, Tony Nese, Seth Rollins, Titus O'Neil, and Goldberg. Age 50, and he still looks jacked. Remember, this video is about wrestlers' physiques, the form, size, and development of a person's body, so this does not necessarily mean the strongest wrestlers. We hope this makes sense, and anyway, enjoy. It might be a surprise to some that we included Neville on this list, but the king of the cruiserweights, as he is aptly named, has a very good physique, especially considering his height and weight. He is not the biggest of guys, with a build height of 5'8", and not the heaviest of guys either, with a build weight of 194 pounds. But his physique sure tells you a different story. Neville takes on the usual bodybuilding, powerlifting, and conditioning that most WWE superstars do, but what he excels at the most is cross-conditioning. This means, as well as his high-intensity workouts, he plays lots of sports, including football, or soccer, basketball, roller hockey, and tennis, which all contribute to improving his endurance. What is even more impressive is how much muscle he has put on since starting his wrestling career. To keep building his muscles, he says he eats a lot of protein, and also a good amount of fruits and vegetables. Billed at 6'1" and weighing in at 240 pounds, Apollo Crews has a fantastic physique, even comparable to that of an Olympian. He works very hard in the gym, as you can probably tell, with his best friend Akira Tozawa. I'm sure it goes a little something like this when working out.
You like a tough customer for sure, but
I also wanted to show you all this clip of Apollo Crews recording Tozawa about to do a deadlift. It is so funny. Just watch. What is so scary about Apollo Crews' physique is, as well as the super strength he possesses, he is also very agile and quick for someone of his size. He is certainly not letting his heavy muscles get in the way of what he can do in the air. The word big in Big E's name is a severe understatement. He's got big arms, big pecs, big quads, big everything basically. Big E is built at 5'11" and weighs a hefty 285 pounds. As a child, Big E was always the strongest kid in class, an advantage he used to win state championships in high school wrestling and punish quarterbacks on the defensive line for the University of Iowa. At the age of just 24, Big E was already setting powerlifting records and setting personal records, such as a 575 pound bench press and 806 pound deadlifts. You even have other WWE superstars such as John Cena, Roman Reigns, Titus O'Neil, Cesaro, and The Big Show, all claiming that Big E is the most impressive bench presser. Even Paige can't get enough of Big E's pecs.
There it is. There it is. There it is. And there it is.
When you look at Brock Lesnar, you cannot help but think to yourself, damn, what a badass. His physique is scary looking, in a good way. I mean, just look at his pecs, it looks like each one weighs at least 50 pounds, right? Billed at 6'3" and weighing in at 286 pounds, Brock Lesnar is certainly not a character you want to mess with. You can ask Randy Orton that one. In order to maintain his impressive physique, Lesnar works out every day, taking no rest days. Not the smartest thing to do, but I'm not about to tell him that. Are you? That's what I thought. He completes this routine every day. Round 1, focusing on pushing movements, such as Spider-Man style push-ups, plyo box push-ups, and tire pushes. Round 2, focusing on pulling movements, such as reclining pull-ups, wide grip pull-ups, and jumping pull-ups. Round 3, focusing on cardio, such as very steep incline running on a treadmill and biking. Round 4, focusing on strength training, endurance, such as single-arm sledgehammer work and bear crawls. And round 5, focusing on intensive cardio, such as sprinting on a bike while standing up and running on a steep incline. Again. After he completes this monstrous circuit, he then proceeds to do his strength training. A beast indeed. Approaching 40 years old this April, John Cena is still in fantastic shape. His physique reflects the passion and hard work he puts into each and every day to become the strongest person he can. John Cena works out 5 days a week. Day 1 being on his legs and calves, Day 2 being on his chest, Day 3 being on his arms, Day 4 being on his shoulders, and Day 5 being on his back. He also performs one set of 60 crunches following each training day for abs training. He also keeps to a strict diet plan, which consists of 7 meals. Meal 1 being breakfast, which consists of oatmeal with applesauce and raisins mixed in, 2 whole eggs with 6 egg whites, Meal 2 being a protein bar, Meal 3 being lunch, which consists of 2 chicken breasts, brown rice and vegetables, Meal 4 being whole wheat pita bread with tuna, Meal 5 being a banana whey protein shake, Meal 6 being dinner, which consists of chicken or fish with vegetables, a salad and pasta or brown rice, and finally Meal 7 being low-fat cottage cheese with another protein shake, but this one is made with casein protein. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please show your support by leaving a like and sharing this video, as it really does help us a lot. Don't forget to comment below too, and we will pin up the best comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video from us. Lastly, for daily wrestling facts and more, follow all of our social media accounts, which are on screen and in the description. Thanks, and until the next video.